Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show with Mark and Pam. We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com. And remember, the party starts at Ruper's. And by DeBlois Electric, building lasting relationships since 1967. From homes to businesses, their licensed, fully trained technicians handle it all. Repairs, upgrades, standby generators, EV chargers, heat pumps, and more. No job is too big and no job is too small. Learn more at DeBloisElectric.com.
We have 2 guests in studio this morning. We have former president of the board of directors for the store next door and a local hero, Tom Giberti. How are you?
Good, thank you.
I know you don't like that term, but I'm going to use it anyways. And we have the owner of Nutty, Nettie's Café with us once again, Aaron Buccheri. How you doing, Aaron?
Good morning. How are you?
Excellent. Congratulations on the forthcoming opening of your new store.
So exciting.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Looking forward to it.
What a great spot.
Yeah. We're going to talk to Tom and Aaron all about the store next door and a whole lot more coming up here in just a bit. But before we do, let's take a look at some headlines for Thursday, February 26th.
Lewiston Ward 3 City Councilor Scott Harriman won the special election for State Representative District 94, defeating Janet Bowden by a 572-503 margin. 1,077 eligible voters participated in the election, a 19% turnout.
Maine is among 15 states suing the Trump administration over its overhaul of the nation's childhood immunization schedule. The lawsuit challenges a memo from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention that stripped 7 childhood vaccines of their universally recommended status, which will strain state resources and make children sicker.
The Sun Journal reports that Maine lawmakers are considering a bill that would require hospitals to adopt cybersecurity plans and formally prepare for the increasing numbers of cyber attacks, which can delay care and put patient data at risk. The legislation stems from 2 data breaches at major health systems in 2025, Lewiston St. Mary's Regional Medical Center and Central Maine Medical Center.
And New Ventures Maine is offering free classes designed to help you manage your money, titled My Money Works. The 5-session program begins March 4th at the Auburn Resource Center. Learn more and register at newventuresmaine.org. Now it's time for the weather.
Rain or shine, it's all okay. Grab your uke and start the day. You don't need perfect skies above. Hey, just a song and a little love.
And sometimes a shovel is what
I was going to say, I think we like that
big
song.
shovel.
We like the song a lot more than we like the forecast.
Oh, yes.
Sunny today with a high of 35 and a low of 15. Sunny tomorrow with a high of 33 and a low of 11. Cloudy on Saturday with highs in the low 40s.
In sports, the Celtics lost to the Denver Nuggets 103-84.
What?
Yeah, they got to lose once in a while.
All right.
Boston will host the Brooklyn Nets tomorrow night.
The Bruins host the Columbus Blue Jackets tonight at 7 p.m. Is this their first game after?
Yes. Yeah.
Kevin was like, I'm ready for the Bruins to play again.
Their first game since the Olympic break, sure. The NA3 Nordiques will play their final home games of the season this afternoon at 2:30 and tomorrow at 1:30 as they host the Long Beach Sharks in Auburn.
The Maine Nordiques will host the Danbury Hat Tricks tomorrow at 7:30 and Saturday at 7 in Auburn.
The Lewiston Maniacs have a home-and-home series against the Northern Maine Pioneers this weekend. They'll be in Presque Isle tomorrow and in Lewiston on Saturday.
Bates College basketball will play in the NESCAC semifinals on Saturday. The men's team will visit Wesleyan at 2 p.m. The women's team will visit Amherst at 4:30.
And the Central Maine Community College women's basketball team is ranked number 1 heading into the USCAA Division II tournament. The Mustangs will face number 8, Penn State Du Bois, in the first round on Tuesday.
Go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs. Bring home another national championship.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great? That is your news, weather, and sports. And right now it's time for the podcast segment. That is
Sweeping!
the Twin Cities.
Really sweeping today?
Yeah, we're picking up
Shoveling.
crumbs today is what we're doing.
Looks like it.
It's time for sort of famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for February the 26th. Well, this guy's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Pam. Michael Bolton is 73 years old today.
Is he now?
Yeah, and a lot of people might not know that Michael Bolton started his career as a hard rock and heavy metal artist.
He did?
Yeah. And then he started singing songs like How Am I Supposed to Live Without You and When a Man Loves a Woman.
And he's like, hey, this works.
This works, yes. I'm looking out in the crowds and I'm liking what I'm seeing a little more. Both of those songs reached number one, and Michael has sold over 75 million records worldwide. And keyboardist Jonathan Cain of Journey is 76 years old today. He has also worked with the Babies and Bad English, and he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of Journey in 2017, and he currently maintains a solo career as a contemporary Christian artist.
All right.
My favorite thing about Jonathan Cain, if any of you remember the video for Journey's Separate Ways, Jonathan Cain, to my knowledge, is the only performer I have ever seen play the air keyboards. We've all heard of air guitar.
Yes.
We've all played the air drums. But in that video, Jonathan Cain played the air keyboards, and the man has my respect.
Okay.
Okay. It doesn't take much for you, Mark,
doesn't.
does it?
You ever see that, Tom? No. I mean, everybody's just jamming out. They have no instruments, and Jonathan is just there playing the air keyboards.
The air keyboard.
The most awkward thing I've ever seen in a music video.
Yeah, at first you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What is he doing, actually?
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then we figured it out, and air keyboards became a thing. There you go. Happy birthday, Michael Bolton and Jonathan Cain. That's all we got for you today. Now it is time for some OTDs. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. Tom, this is your first time hearing our famous jingles. What do you think so far?
Look at the face of impressed.
It's wonderful. Okay, you're very kind. You're a very kind man. They're over, by the way, so that you've heard them all.
Yeah, you're not going to hear me sing. So.
Kind of reminded me of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure there.
Oh.
All right, I'll take it. The Wild Stallions.
There you go. The Wild Stallions. Yeah. Awesome.
10 years ago in 2016, Fuller House was released. It ran for 5 seasons. I think I watched 1 episode.
And that was enough?
Yeah, I mean...
You're like, yeah, I've been there, done that.
Yeah. 21 years ago in 2005, Halle Berry showed up in person to accept her Golden Raspberry Award for Worst Actress at the 25th Annual Razzle Awards. She'd, quote-unquote, won for the movie Catwoman. Her speech included F-bombs and S-words and digs at her manager, director, and co-stars.
I'm going to have to look that up.
I know.
It sounds
I
awesome.
want to see that speech.
Yeah. I wish we could play it for our audience.
I mean, you can, right?
We can. Yeah, we can bleep it out. Sure.
29 years ago in 1997, First Lady Hillary Rodham Clinton won a Grammy for Best Spoken Word or Non-Musical Album for It Takes a Village. You want to look that one up, too?
Oh, I'm good. I'll look up Halle Berry's speech and be done with it.
More entertaining.
That's right.
38 years ago in 1988, the original Hairspray was released, starring Ricky Lake. 41 years ago in 1985, at the 27th Grammy Awards, Bruce Springsteen won his first Grammy Award for Dancing in the Dark.
The Boss.
Does anyone remember who was dancing with him on stage in the video?
No, but you do, I bet.
I do.
Go ahead, tell us.
Courtney Cox from Friends.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's her.
Little trivia there. All
There you
right.
go.
Awesome.
I'm full of useless knowledge.
And 157 years ago, in 1869, the 15th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution was sent out to the states for ratification. It was formally ratified 342 days later, effectively guaranteeing African Americans the right to vote.
There we go. Those are your FPBs and OTDs for February the 26th.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the L.A. area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Hi, it's Donna Harris from Phoenix No Limits Karate here with your daily safety tip. Tell your teens if they feel unsafe to call a parent or trusted adult immediately. Let's all do our best to keep our community safe.
Dirigo Federal Credit Union is proud to call Lewiston Auburn home. Whether you're buying a house, saving for the future, or growing your business, we're here for you, right where you live. Visit dirigofcu.com and feel the difference of a credit union that truly knows LA.
And now we shift focus fully to our guests in studio, Tom Giberti and Aaron Buccheri. And Tom, we will start with you. I told you before we started recording I was kind of familiar with the store next door because I talked to Jamie Cowett. I had the opportunity to interview Jamie Cowett years and years and years ago, but it has evolved a lot since then.
It sure has. I mean, it originally started as just that, a little corner closet in the high school.
Yeah.
And we now have our own location on the corner of Bates and Ash Street. Mm-hmm. And we're not officially open yet, but that's what we're looking to do now, is to open the actual building up. Wow. And be able to service the youth to the best of our ability.
Can you tell our listeners what the store next door is all about and what its mission is?
Our mission is to help homeless youth make it through school, with whatever funds and clothing, school books, or whatever's needed to help them through school.
Yeah.
When our facility will be open, we're hoping that they'll be able to come in, be able to do homework after school, have a place to go, sit, relax, get some counselors to come in and help them. We have showers available. There will be, the clothing is there. There's, blankets, whatever's necessary to get them through the cold days that we're facing right now.
Right. How did the store next door go from a corner office in the high school to having its own building?
We realized the need was there. I mean, we just couldn't work out of a corner, and it originally started with just a high school, but now it's all of Lewiston youth. We've included Auburn. We're now getting Turner involved. Wow. The need was there. Didn't realize how many kids were homeless.
The numbers are staggering.
Most people can't even begin to believe that there's almost 900 kids that we're servicing in the local area.
And that number's grown quite dramatically over the last few years.
Oh, it absolutely has. As we started realizing, and Jamie's been huge with this, being able to go out and identifying the kids, getting them to come in to get the help that's needed.
How long have you been involved with the store next door?
I think I'm going on probably 7 years now with the store next door. I started out because I worked at the bowling alley. And one year I just decided I wanted to do something as far as, like everybody does around Thanksgiving time, trying to do some meals. So I had decided at Christmas time I was going to my vision was to get 8 meals, complete Christmas dinners for families that were in need. So I started a league at the bowling alley for that on Wednesday nights. And we had colored pins in the rack, and they'd come in, they'd pay a certain amount of money. In order to bowl, they had to bring in food project, And I told them that I wanted them to think about Christmas dinner. I didn't want them to just empty their cupboard and come up with 100 cans of green beans. That does no good. And it just took off from there. And then I ended up doing probably 9 or 10 meals and almost 2,000 pounds of food extra. And then all of a sudden I have all of this, and it's like, well, what do I do with it? I reached out to the bowlers that were there and said, anybody has any families they know of? And Ron Potvin was the one that came up to me and said, hey, I work with the store next door. We could use. So it started from there. Wow. And every year I continued to do it. After the food program was done, the bowlers didn't want to stop. So we decided, well, let's start bringing in mittens and hats and coats, and it just kept growing from there.
Yeah. Aaron, what's your connection to Tom?
Tom and I met at the bowling alley a couple years ago, and then we opened up Nettie's Café over in the mall and reconnected. And then when we opened up 34 Court Street, Tom came aboard and said he wanted to help us as well. So, and talking to him and learning about the store next door, which I'm sure most people don't know about the project, which is why I'm back here again, trying to get the word out and help Tom get the word out that, this needs to happen. But so Tom and I were talking, and, in the conversation that we had last podcast was about the free meals and what have you. And he let me know about all the kids out there that don't have the meals, and that he was very instrumental in, and it was a very easy decision to give the free meals during that time when the resources were taken away for government and stuff like that. So going back to the conversation that Tom and I had, I realized that, this is something that needs to happen. If you have a platform, and even if you don't have one, it doesn't matter who you are, you have to do something. So that's pretty much in a nutshell where it started, Tom has been very instrumental in the community, and the purpose of what he's trying to do is huge. And I think, you have Caden's Kitchen, which is doing a great job, but I think we need to go a little bit backwards on that and curtail what's going on. And in order to curtail it, you need to go to the heart of why Caden's Kitchen exists. And we have to get to the youth, and we have to provide guidance, health care, food, all the essentials that we need every day to function. And Tom is giving a pathway for that to happen.
What can we do as citizens of this area to support the store next door?
Donations are huge for us. I mean, we work strictly off from grants and donations and volunteers. Trying to get the word out is the biggest thing also. I mean, because when you talk to people, 90% of them have no idea that it's that crisis level. You walk around through the cities, you drive around every corner, there's somebody, an adult that's standing there looking for money. You don't think of the kid, you don't see the kids, but it's bad for when you go to school and then the school's over, you've got no place to go. You're either, couch surfing or just nowhere to go. And it's been a cold winter this year.
I just wanted to interject a little bit. So I had touched on this before, think about this. You, as a young person, you go to school. You go through everything that you go through in school, high school, and then you don't have a place to go after going through your day. So that's why this is so important.
Yeah, they'll have a base after,
a supporting mechanism, something to help them through and give them the support, the guidance, all the resources that sometimes we take for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Tom, when the store next door does open, what types of resources will be available to the kids?
I can't say that for sure because we don't know. Our mission per se is we want to stop the cycle. It does absolutely no good for these youth that are out there that are homeless to go through this, graduate, and become homeless adults. But as being out there right now, they don't know what's available to them. They're just trying to survive day to day. And they can't think that far ahead. Right. But, Aaron and I have talked about a mentorship program where maybe some of the area business leaders can get together and hire some of these youth. And, even if it's on like a 3 month and they go from this store to the next, just to learn what might be available to them as far as jobs go. We want to be able to work with the Career Center so that they can come in and have career days to help these kids. Get some that will need to go on to college if they're able to. Go into the service. The service can provide a great future for some of these kids. It's not a fit for everybody, but for everyone that does something like that, at that point they're really no longer homeless. And they can get an education. We're working with the community colleges because they have some programs that could be available to these kids.
So you're showing them the opportunities that are available, no matter what circumstances they're under. Yeah.
They're just day to day trying to survive. They don't know what's available out there after.
Right. So it's not just about providing, a warm place to stay, helping them do their homework or, food or whatever, but it's also showing them the opportunities beyond, when they do get older and being able to be successful on their own. Yeah. breaking the cycle is huge. I mean,
Yes, it has to
it's
be.
not only huge for them individually, but for us as a community.
Yes.
Yeah.
What types of volunteer opportunities are available at the store next door?
When we originally open up, we're looking to possibly open up 3 days a week to start. And then, so we'll need volunteers that are willing to come in, do a 2-hour shift, a 3-hour shift. We're looking to possibly maybe be open like 2 to 8, because during the day the kids should be in school. But they get out of school around 2 o'clock. They'll have a place to come in, but we're going to need to man that.
Right.
We're going to need to have people there while the doors are open. Unfortunately, right now we can't use the shower facilities, or we have we have a washer and a dryer. They'll be able to come in at that point and be able to do some of the laundry. I mean, it'd be great to be able to come in after school and be able to take a shower, do some clothes, laundry, and have a place to sit for a couple of 3 hours and just be comfortable.
Right.
Right.
You're not wondering where to go or.
I mean,
And
the hard part's going to be at 8 o'clock when we have to shut
Yeah.
the doors and tell them to, it's 20 below and you're.
Exactly, yeah. The location Tom was referring to is at 97 Blake Street in Lewiston. And I'm looking at your website right now, which is storenextdoor.org.
Yes.
And it looks like over in fiscal year 2025, provided over $30,000 to this area
Yes.
in services. That's amazing.
Thank you. I mean, it just shows how far we've come from just a little closet in high school,
Right.
which was just strictly some food.
Yeah. Is there a place people can go to bring some of the things that you need donated?
Well,
Is there like a drop off?
we have the store itself, but it's not being manned too much right now.
Right.
They can give a call to Jamie if there's something. Right now until we can actually physically get open.
So would it be beneficial to say, like, if we had a box here saying, hey, if you have something you want to drop off and you're going to the post office, swing over to Lydia Media and
great. Yep.
drop it off. And then when we have a bunch of stuff, say, hey, Tom.
Yep, absolutely.
Awesome.
We would love to do that.
I think we should do that.
On the website as well, you can also sign up to make a monthly donation to the store next door. Very, very simple process there. Folks can support you in that way as well.
Some of the upcoming projects that we'll have going on, even though we're not open, which we've been doing in the past, we're looking to gear up for prom. They deserve to go to the prom just like everybody else, but they need prom dresses. The boys need suits, and so we get donations for that. We do get, after that will be graduation. We try to make sure they have what they need and get them something when they graduate. Some of these kids have never been to a summer camp, and this year we're looking to send more. But when you do stuff like that, then you got to realize they don't have sleeping bags. They don't have, so all of that needs to be provided for them.
Yeah. The store next door provides essential goods, academic support, emotional support, all areas of life.
Yes.
That you are providing for these kids in need.
And people ask, well, why are they homeless? Why don't they just go? I mean, we've got 900 kids. You could have 900 different reasons. Why.
Exactly.
There is no one single reason
Yeah.
why anybody is homeless.
Like you said, you see someone on the street, you're like, oh, just get a job. It'll solve all your problems.
Sometimes it's not that easy.
Yeah, it's
No.
not that easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard some shocking stories
I
about,
bet.
kids go to school. While they're at school, the parents pack up and take off. The kids come home from school and they're gone. Now they're homeless all of a sudden. You wouldn't think that's possible or how it could happen, but it has, and it does.
Can you tell us a positive story, like what has been something that's happened that, is really like this? This is why I'm here. This is why I'm doing this.
I mean, it's the fact that every year when I see that we have upwards of 35, 40 kids or more that graduate, when you stop to think about what you're going through as an average person, it's not easy graduating. But then you add this on top of it.
Right.
The fact that these kids stick with it and will graduate is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's not about me, it's about them.
Right.
They're the ones that we got to do this for.
Yeah.
You guys say it's not about you, but you're a big part of why it's successful.
I mean, we have some good work, some good volunteers. I mean, and we are all volunteers. Nobody's getting paid. But I'm not the type that can go home and just sit and look at the corners, I'm not.
Right. And especially now when services are being cut left and right. And it seems
it's aggravating to think that the government there's just not much help out there for us.
Right.
And we're begging or asking for everything that we can get.
I've actually had this thought for a long time, actually, ever since Tom and I have been talking. I don't know what this looks like, and it's just been a thought of mine. So if you have a platform, you own a business, or you don't own a business, and you look at your Facebook page and you think to yourself, how many followers do I have? I'll use Nutty Netties because I know about that. So we have over 5,000 followers right now. If you use your platform for this purpose and you ask your followers to give 4 quarters, which is 4 quarters in $1, and it's only $1 for the store next door, for Nutty Netties, that's $5,000 to the store next door. I don't think that's a big ask. I'm challenging all the businesses that hear this to do it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
At the beginning of the episode, I introduced Tom as a local hero. I know he doesn't like that term.
No.
But it's very appropriate. During the tragedy of October 25th, 2023, the darkest day in this area's history, Tom was at Just in Time Recreation and is credited with saving the lives of many young people who were there to bowl that night.
The youth league.
The youth league.
Practicing.
You were there with them. And you were shot 5 times
Yes.
in the legs.
Both legs between.
Many of us, we can think of what we would do in that situation. You don't know.
No.
You can think you'd make a heroic act because you've seen it in a movie. You think that's the type of person you are, but you really don't know until you're put in that situation.
Yeah, it's a split-second decision, and you can't fault anybody for whatever they did that day. I mean, people were in every different direction. I mean, I can't tell you why I did what I did. It's a reaction.
It was in your nature to help and put yourself at risk to help others. And thank you for that.
Appreciate that.
All right, let me take a breath here. Tom, is there anything else about the store next door that you would like our listeners to know, perhaps something we haven't covered yet?
Other than the fact that if it's going to be successful, we have to all work together to make it successful. I mean, there's 7 of us on the board of directors. We can't do it all. JB works her tail off constantly. The Lewiston High School works hard on their end doing. But as you know, the old saying, it takes a village.
Yeah.
And we need to come together.
Yeah.
And as Aaron said, even if it's only $1 a person, there's a lot of people in the Twin Cities.
The website, once again, is storenextdoor.org, and you can get all the information you need right there. You can also sign up to make a monthly donation.
Even a one-time donation.
Even a one-time.
Doesn't have to be
Monthlies
monthly.
are better, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Money is good.
That's
but
right.
Uncle Andy's Digest is turning 30, and you're invited to celebrate with us. Join us Friday, May 22nd from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn Auburn Riverwatch for a night of celebration. For 3 decades, Uncle Andy's Digest has been Central Maine's community-focused monthly advertising publication, connecting local businesses with loyal readers. Enjoy 90s music from Palo Entertainment, hors d'oeuvres, a cash bar, in recognition of our longest-running advertisers, and much more. Find all the details in the latest issue of Uncle Andy's and on Facebook. We can't wait to see you there.
Aaron, as you know, and Tom, welcome to our final segment of the show. It's called 3 Random Questions, where Pam and I are going to ask questions about stuff that we have not talked about yet. It's all about, and I know you don't like talking about yourself too much,
Right.
but
Yeah.
we're going to ask you to talk about yourself for these 3 questions. We're just trying to get to know you a little better as members of our community. What? Are you having flashbacks?
Yes.
I'm glad that's laughter that comes back from being traumatized being here. I mean,
Tom, we'll start with you on this one. What could you teach someone to do today with 100% certainty?
It's just, to me, a work ethic. I mean, I've prided myself in working hard and working, trying not to give up.
And where did that come from?
I think my dad.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a local, fireman. He worked 2 jobs his whole life. My mother worked. We have a very close family.
Wonderful.
I don't know that I could teach them, but I would like to help them to realize that they have something to give, no matter big or small. And they have a lot of talents and abilities that they probably haven't tapped into, that they probably should tap into and realize their potential.
All right. Besides volunteering, what do you like to do outside of working or volunteering? Favorite hobby or thing to do to decompress?
Golf.
All right. I like that answer. Where do you like to go?
I'll play anywhere.
Anywhere. It doesn't matter.
But I do play a lot of Hebron Pines.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My mom used to live on the campground over there.
Nice little course.
Yes, it is.
Maintained.
Yeah.
I think it's really a secret gem.
It is. Yeah, people, I haven't been there. I know it's there, and I just still haven't been out there. It's kind of
maintained.
a little out of the way.
It is a little out of the way, but
it's not really on the way to anything.
very
but
reasonably priced.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
it's...
Yeah, nice. Aaron, how about you?
Well, I used to play golf, and then Tom got me back into it, so I enjoy playing golf when I'm not
Played once and hurt his wrist.
poor thing. I don't, I don't like putting the ball in the woods, but hey, it's all good. Playing basketball.
Oh, nice.
And I haven't tried it yet, but I would like to maybe go ice fishing. I'm just not sure of the whole drilling
Drilling a hole in the ice while you're standing on
I'm
it.
still a little bit apprehensive on that, but
Well, it's thick enough right now. So.
All right, final question, and we'll start with Aaron. Let me take you back.
Go ahead.
Let me take you back 5+ years. Aaron, what did you learn about yourself during COVID?
Oh man, I don't know if I can say. Okay, I learned that things aren't always what they seem. I think that's. I think that kind of opened my eyes to the world, more of a broader picture of what is actually going on, and that our responsibility for each other and our communities and stuff like that. I think that's what I learned the most. It just kind of opened my eyes to where our focus really needed to be. I would think that, that's the first thing that comes to mind when I think back that far, yeah.
Okay. Tom, same question.
I always thought of myself as more of a loner. I mean, when I was younger, I was never an outgoing type of person. But during COVID, I realized I just don't really think I like being alone, And what got me through it was I had 2 weeks before everything really shut down, I had gotten a puppy.
Oh.
And
Dogs are the best.
he's now my best friend, and I wouldn't have survived it without him.
What's his name?
Atticus.
Atticus.
What a great name for a
You
dog.
could have brought him in.
He is a Catahoula leopard.
Say that again?
A Catahoula leopard.
Never heard of that.
Me neither.
No, they're beautiful dogs. They're actually the state dog of Louisiana. And they're bred to hunt bear and wild boar.
Jesus.
And the farmers use them to keep, to go out on the outskirts of their properties and keep the animals off the property.
You looking him up?
I've never seen a dog that hunts bear.
And they're actually taught not to tree them.
God, they are gorgeous.
Absolutely.
I wish I could turn this around for you
know.
guys, but Atticus. Man, they look like an Atticus, too.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
To Kill a Mockingbird was my favorite movie as a kid growing up. And it just...
He's spotted, huh? How big do they get?
He's about 80 pounds.
Yeah. Lydia's size. Well, she put on a little weight.
In her prime.
She should be 80.
That's awesome. Well, Tom, you buried the lead. If you would have told us you got a puppy 5 years ago, this podcast would be an hour and a half long.
Yeah, right.
We're kind of dog lovers over here.
That's right. Tom Giberti and Aaron Buccheri, thank you so much for your time today, and thank you for all the good that you are doing in our community.
I appreciate
Definitely.
this very much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
The world needs more Toms and Aarons in it. Thanks to Ruper's Beverage and Redemption and DeBlois Electric for sponsoring today's episode. And if you'd like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com.
Have a great day, and remember, don't bite your cat.
And I will say I have bitten my cat.